Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. Today is going to be my yearly favourites. I can just imagine how off-pitch that was and how badly I'm going to regret doing that when it comes to editing. But oh well, it's done now. Yeah, today's going to be my yearly favourites. This is one of my favourite videos to film. I love a good yearly favourites. I love watching them and I love filming them. So, yeah. We've gone through another year, everybody, here on my channel. If you guys have been with me since January, or even before then, or even after then, I hope you have been enjoying my content. And I'm thanking you guys so much for staying tuned with me all the time, and bearing with me, and enjoying my videos. It's a bit sentimental. I was going to put this at the end, and I was going to be like, the last thing I'm grateful for is you guys, and thankful for, but yeah, you guys are always my favourites. I love YouTube, I love doing it. I really hope one day maybe it'll be forever for me and I can do YouTube all the time. But until then, I'm still enjoying making all the videos for you guys. I'm enjoying vlogging. And you guys make my year every single year. I love it, and I'm very grateful and very thankful. So you guys, you mean a lot to me. But let's just chat about makeup to begin with, shall we? So basically this is my yearly favourites. This is the stuff that this year has either blown me away, or like I feel like I have to like take with me when I travel, or if I had a smaller collection, which most people, you know, do because my collection is rather enormous. These are probably the items that I would just definitely have, and these are items that I will always repurchase. And yeah, this is my yearly favourites. So if you guys are interested in what I've been loving this year, then please stay tuned. Also, if you guys are interested about my top, it is a bodysuit from Pretty Little Thing, and it's on backwards. So this is actually the back of it, but I thought it was really nice. Like, it's got like a little peephole. You can see the label there. It's got like a little peephole and like 2 buttons, and I thought it was really nice to have it at the front instead. So that's that. If you guys were interested, let's do makeup. Okay, so let's just talk about, let's do foundations. Because it doesn't seem like I have any primers or anything that I've been loving, which is weird. I haven't, like, my favourite like priming stuff is still like my Urban Decay B6 spray and my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, but I speak about that pretty much whenever I do monthly videos and whenever I do yearlies. Those two are my favourite sprays, my go-to sprays. I have repurchased many. I still have backups at the moment. And it's stuff that I just go through like nobody's business. So I thought I'd keep it more of stuff that you guys, I may have not spoke about as much or ever. So yeah, I still love my sprays from Urban Decay, always. First foundation is the NARS Sheer Glow. So this has been a ride or die for mine for a few years. I don't think I mentioned it in last year's video because I don't think I actually used it last year at all. As in, like, when I say last year, I mean 2017, so it's still technically 2018 when I'm filming this, even though y'all are seeing 2019. It's many years. I don't think I used it in 2017, but I've recently fallen back in love with it since IMATS, which I think was in May or June, and I fell back in love with it, and I use this a lot. I probably use this, if I'm not filming a video, I will use this every single day that I wear makeup. If I am using a video, I would try and not use it because I feel like it is repeating and that you guys probably want to see other things as well. This foundation is definitely my favourite foundation of all time. I have got the new ones from NARS. What is the All Day Luminous and the Natural Radiant Longwear, or Longwear Shenanigan, the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. That, to me, I like it. That one still stays on top for me. The consistency, I love that it's runny, I love that it's dewy, but I love that it covers as well. Like, most dewy foundations don't cover a lot, but this one has got, I don't know what I'm doing with my hair, I'm sorry, it's just really annoying me, but yeah, let's just talk about this. Like, dewy foundations don't cover a lot, but I love that this one does, and it doesn't give me too much of a thick coverage, but yeah, I love it because it covers everything and gives me a dewy finish. And it's not like thick on the skin, and it doesn't like make my skin react. It keeps my skin clear, which I like, so it's an all-rounder, yes. For more of my thicker, fuller times that I want to wear makeup, or if I'm doing like a glam look, or if I'm going out, or if I've got a long day at work, this is my absolute go-to. I've fallen back in, well, no. I have fallen in love with this product. So I used to have this, and I've in the shade 7, and I wore it a couple of times and I was like, I don't like this foundation, mainly because it was too dark. When a foundation is too dark, it doesn't apply properly because it just goes orange, and like it was just, I was like, this is too orange, this is too thick, there's just too much going on that I just couldn't wrap my head around. And then I went to Liverpool and I got a number 6, which is a 2 shades lighter, 3 shades lighter. Is that like 6.5, 6.75? I don't know. It's the shade 6 anyway, so it's lighter than the 7. And I love it. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I apply it with a brush to begin with, and then I dab over with a beauty blender. It's not as thick as I remember it being. The 7 was literally like paste. This still is thick, don't get me wrong, like it's still a thick full coverage foundation, but I remember it literally being like clay on the face almost. How did that happen? Yeah, I remember it being like clay, but it's not. It's way more nicer now. I don't know if they maybe changed the formula or if I just have like really bad experience with the other shade. But I love this foundation for like my going out days. It is very full coverage. A little bit goes a long way, yet I still use a lot of it. I like the coverage, I do's. And yeah, I really, really love this foundation. Oh, it's the, I don't even know if I said it, oh my god. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter Water, oh I didn't know it was waterproof. Waterproof foundation, liquid foundation, full coverage, matte finish, oil free, and I've got the shade 6. So love that. And then going on the complete opposite side, this is a favourite of mine for no makeup days. I am planning to film a no makeup look. I was meant to do it before the end of the year, but so much was going on that I just didn't get a chance to, but it is coming, don't worry. But I use this. This is probably one of my favourite purchases of the year. It's Sephora, and it's Sephora's own brand. It's the Bright Future Skin Tint Sunscreen. It's an SPF of 25. I have the shade 33 Walnut. I brought 2 of these when I went to Sephora. I think they were on deal, that's why, but thank God I did, because this one's pretty much empty. It is a lovely foundation, but it is a skin tint. So the coverage, it's not all there, but I think because the shade is quite tanned that it kind of covers, if you know what I mean, because it's tanned. There's not necessarily coverage to it, there's just like a depth to it because of the shade, which for me helps cover. But I love this. It's very dewy. Maybe it's because I apply it with a beauty blender. But I like it. It's dewy for me anyway because I use a beauty blender, and it's gorgeous. I can't wait to film a video so you guys can see it in action. I did discover this from Tashi Tinks here on YouTube. She used it and I messaged her and I was like, what on earth is this on your skin, because it's sexy. And yeah, I bought 2 when I went to Sephora in September, so I've literally had it for a couple of months and I'm obsessed with it, and I would never not have this now. My friend's going in January and she doesn't know it, but she's buying me about 3 because I love it. So for cream contour, there's one product in particular that stood out for me, and it's the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Deep Honey. Again, I got this in September. For my cream contours, my favourites have been for years, which is the MAC Matchmaster Concealer in 7.5, which unfortunately has been discontinued, which is why I don't want to speak about it, and the Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation in 7 Almond. There is a new shade I want to try, actually, 7.25. But we'll keep you updated. So apart from those 2, which I speak about a lot and I use a lot, it is going to be the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I love the consistency of it. It's quite runny. I like that I can blend it out with a brush and a beauty blender and still get the same finish from it. This part of my hair just seems like it's like a lump. I just want it to be free and just... Do you see what I mean? Like I feel like it's like squarish, no? Okay. The coverage of it as well. Like for me, cream contour, I don't need coverage, I just need colour. But this kind of gives a coverage to it as well, so I like that. And I also wanted to mention about the concealer version that I used to conceal with. I've spoke about it before. It is still a favourite because I love the coverage of it, I love the consistency of it, but I found my absolute perfect shade, like beautiful concealer shade, and I use the shade Light Neutral. So big yes to those. And another concealer that I want to speak about is the Makeup Revolution concealer. This is also my perfect shade. This is C6. Apparently this is sold out all the time, so I don't know how I ended up getting it. I think I just got a lucky day. I am wearing this today. When I first got this, I did a video, not solely dedicated to it, I did a video using it for the first time. And I did mention that I don't see the similarity between this and the Shape Tape, bar the packaging and the wand, and I still don't. This I find is a little bit more drying, maybe just on me, I'm not sure, because a few people have said that this is more drying. I find that really moisturising. God knows. The reason why I'm going to say this is because the days that I don't film tutorials, this for some reason is the one that I go toward. Now I don't know if it's because it's more affordable and more accessible than Shape Tape for me, and I kind of just in my mindset I'm like, okay, if I'm doing makeup every day, let's just use a cheaper product that's still good, because it is good. Or if I just maybe really like it and I just haven't kind of accepted how much I like it myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I do use it pretty much every day that I'm not filming. So when I'm at work, I pretty much use this all the time. It is pretty much run out. Like when you take the doe out, there isn't much on there because I do use it a lot. So I have to repurchase that, and I had to somehow get the shade C6. I love the coverage that it gives me. It does cover up really well, and it does the job. Like, I'm happy. I likes that. For powder, so my favourite powder of all time is the MAC Mineralized Loose Foundation in Extra Light. That has been discontinued. It's got discontinued maybe about a year ago, and ever since I have been buying backups. I think I only have like 8 left or 7 left, which is hard. So this year, if you guys have been here for a while, you guys know that SophieBBeauty has been trying to find a replacement powder. Trying so hard. So I came across one I really liked, which was the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder, and I really like this. I love the finish it gave me. I love how it covered and everything. The only thing that like I'm not the biggest fan of is this is the only shade they do. They don't do any other shade at all, and it's a tiny bit too pink for me. I don't know what this is. This is like eyeshadow. I keep seeing it in the viewfinder. It's a tiny bit too pink for me, and I really wish that they could just cater for everyone and make lighter shades and darker shades, which is why I wasn't really going to mention it in my favourites, but I did fall in love with it. So yeah, if they came out with more shades, it would have been like the best thing in the world to ever happen to me. So with that being said, the powder that I did find that I fell in love with and I've used today and I use quite a lot is this one. It's from the drugstore as well, which is even better. I love it. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10 Fair Light. I have 10 and 20. I use 10 for under my eyes when I want to be really light, and 20 just for like on a day-to-day basis when I don't really care about being too light on the under eyes. It is gorgeous. Oh my god. It is a loose powder, so it's like loose obviously, but it's like, it doesn't feel drying and mattifying like the Laura Mercier one. Everyone knows that I don't like the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's too matte. It's too matte, it's too drying, and I just feel like I've got no moisture left on my face, and I just can't do that. So this one doesn't feel as drying, and it's very similar to me as the MAC one, because the MAC one's not drying either. And I can see how happy I am talking about this. Oh my god, I freaking love this. Apparently you can't get it in the UK, so I need Maybelline to sort something out, because girl loves this powder. This is also something I'm going to get my friend to buy me in America. I mean, I've got quite a hefty chunk left, and we're going to America in August and September, so I'm going to probably pick up a lot for myself then. Like, I've got about that much left, which is quite a lot, but I use this a lot. I love it. It's just so soft and so like photoshoppy, and like it always leaves like my under eyes and my forehead so smooth, because that's pretty much the only places I put it. It matches like my concealer to a T. It doesn't make it too light, too dark. I love it. If you guys live in America, please go and buy it, please. Actually don't. Let me get my backups first, and then you can do as you will. Right, the next thing are bronzers. So my MAC Give Me Sun, which I finally hit pan on. Oh my god, I've been waiting so long to hit pan on this, because I've actually had a backup of it for a hot sec. You'd never really run out of these. I've had this for years. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably a little bit unhealthy for how long I've had it, but I don't throw away products that I still love. Love Give Me Sun. It's like an orangey based bronzer. I sell this by the bucket ton at work. Everyone's like, I'm looking for a new bronzer, and I'm like, give me some, girl, I got you. I love it. I really like that you can build up the colour of it. I have used it on very, very fair people, and I've used it on more tan people, and you can really build up the colour of it, and you can build up the depth of it, which is what I really, really like. And it's more of an orange base, which again I like because it makes you look more tanned and more bronzed. And then the other bronzer, which is what I actually used to contour with. Controversial, I know. I do use it on like a big brush, kind of like this. Well, I do use on that. I used it on that today. But it kind of, I've used it today as well. It's not grey cool tone, but it's got like a coolness to it. Anyway, it's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the shade Deep Bronze. I have the normal one in bronze, which I've never used, so I don't know if maybe bronze is more warm. I just go for deep bronze, and I love it, and I use that, like I said, I use it to bronze, but it's like specifically bronze, and it kind of gives me a little bit of a contour. It smells insane. It smells so good. I'm really bad with describing scents, so I don't know what it smells like. Maybe coconut? Is that what coconut smells? I don't know. This is gorgeous. So I had this years and years ago, and I never really like understood the fascination with it, and I think I gave it away or I chucked it out. I did something that I regret. And then loads of people started talking about it again on YouTube, and I was like, hang on, now I'm more into makeup, should I try it again? And I did, and I'm obsessed. I pretty much use this every day as well. This and Gimme Sun. I don't even know why I have any other bronzers, because I live off these two. When I travel with them, I took them both to Christmas with me. I live off these. I think my vlog went live and I forgot. Yeah, it did. I forgot. Next up is going to be blusher. I only have one blusher that I love, because I do wear blusher every day, but I don't experiment with blusher. And whenever I go makeup shopping or I'm online looking at makeup, I never look at blushers, because I'm just like it doesn't tickle my pickle. It doesn't get me excited. It doesn't make me, you know. Yeah, so this is the one that I use pretty much every day, and it's the one that I suggest to loads of customers, and I use it a lot in appointments. This is a MAC Extra Dimension in Just a Pinch. It is more of your peachy tone, so again, it's going to give you a more, I'm going to do old school YouTube now to get you to focus. Ba-boom. Haven't seen that for a while, have you? It's going to give you more of like a tan look, because it's got the peach look to it. Everyone always gets scared by it, but once you blend it out, look at that on your cheeks. You're welcome. And it's Extra Dimension, so it gives you a glow as well. That is like my go-to. I travel with that again. I take it when I went away for Christmas. I take it on holiday with me, because it's just easy. Gives you a glow on the skin. Gives you a little bit of colour. Nothing too crazy, because like I said, I don't get excited over blusher the way that I do over bronzers and highlight. Okay, and then talking about highlight, I've got one liquid highlight that this is my absolute ride or die. It is the best liquid highlight. People come in and ask me what liquid highlight is the best one, blah, blah. I know you've got loads, you've got like Anastasia, you've got Cover FX, you've got all this. Go to Superdrug, go to Nip and Fab. You will not regret it. It is the best liquid highlighter ever. I have 2 drawerfuls of liquid. I will show you so that you guys can see. I have 2 drawerfuls of liquid highlighters, but nothing compares to this at all. This is the shade Rose Gold as well. It's the only shade I've tried. I've got a backup of it already, because I love it that much. I wear it every single day. It's the best liquid highlight. Don't at me. It is. Then I've got 3 powders, 2 are pressed and 1 is loose. The first is the NARS Fort de France. I think that was a good accent, don't you? Highlight. I like this one for more like when I go into work or like natural days, because it's not as intense, but it's still like a really beautiful highlight. It's just not gonna like make you, you know, be seen from outer space, but it's nice because it still highlights the skin and makes it look more natural. So I usually wear that when I wear that foundation. And then the second one is the Anastasia Amrezy. I don't even know if this was released just this year or last year. I don't know. Oh, I just caught my lip there. But I love this. This is gorgeous. This is right at the front of my highlight drawer, because I just literally lift it out pretty much every single day and use it. Another one that I took away with me for Christmas and I always travel with. I think it's gorgeous. It's so gold, and I really think it suits so many different skin tones. I think it's like the So Hollywood Illuminator, but just like a little bit more like white gold. But I love that. I think it's great. Amazing collab. The last highlighter is a loose one. This is by Artist Couture in the shade Illuminati. I got this in America again. I'm pretty sure you can get it on like Beauty Bay or Cult Beauty or one of them. It's really stunning. It's super intense. I only use it like as a topper when I'm going out to the clubs. I won't wear this on an everyday basis because it's a little bit too intense for the SophieBBeauty. I like to be highlighted, but just mediocre. But I love that. So those 3 highlights and the liquid highlight have just been what's making me glow this year. And then I've got lips. I've just been enjoying 2 lip products this year that I just haven't been able to live without. The first is the Jamie Genevieve x MAC collab. It is very similar to Peach Stock if you guys are looking for a similar one, but I love the Jamie G one. I'm actually like quite, that's like rolled up to the top. I've used quite a bit of it. I didn't realise how much I've used. Oh damn. It's okay, I've got backups, it's fine. I really like it because it's a nice nude. I always like the kind of like 80s, 90s overdrawn like dark liner and really nude lipstick, and that lipstick kind of gives me that, and I really love the look of it. And then for everybody who's watching that knows me, shout out to the MAC Traff fam. Y'all know I had to include me some clear lip gloss. This is my babe. I obsess over this. I have about 6 tubes on the go. I've got 1 in my car, 1 in my bag, 2 in here, 1 in the bedroom, 1 in the living room, and I'm going to put 1 in the bathroom because you never know when you need a clear lip gloss. And whenever I start work, I find this. Throughout work, I find this, and before I leave, I find this, and I always apply it. I am known at MAC Traff for my clear lip gloss. Someone has told me that when I leave MAC, which I'm not planning to, that's not going to be a rumour we're not going to start, that they're going to buy me a clear lip gloss because I just love it. It makes, I put it on now, I'll put it on again. It makes your lips so like glass-like. And so 3D. I'd sell this so much. Even when other people at work are selling it and I hear them say clear lip gloss, I'm like, yes. Would you like me to demonstrate how amazing it is? I think it's the best freaking thing in the world. It feels sticky in the tube. You put it on your lips, it's not sticky at all. Look. It's great. I love it. I love it so much. I get really emotional at work thinking about it. I love it. And the last things I'm going to talk about are eyeshadows. So I'm not going to speak about my singles because I have a lot of singles that I love, like Peach Smoothie, Chickadee. I love Makeup Geek still. I'm still a Makeup Geek fan. A few MAC singles that I love as well. I'm going to talk about one brand in particular that do eyeshadows that for me this year I've tried and I've never been disappointed and I'm obsessed with. And it's the brand Juvia's Place. I only have 4 of their palettes. I am planning to pretty much get all of them because, like I said, I've never been disappointed with the formula. It's some of the most pigmented, creamy eyeshadows. This is a really nice neutral one. This is the Nubian one. The Zulu one, like even the colourful ones are so beautifully pigmented. Like, oh, I'm never, ever disappointed when I use them. And I know if I use them, I'm going to get a good makeup look. This one is the Saharan. I love them. I love like this orangey one and like that burnt one there. I've done a couple of tutorials using them, which I'll link down below if you guys want to see. This one is my favourite. This one I take travelling with me regardless of where I'm going. I don't even care if I'm going for like a funeral, I'm taking this. It's the Festival palette. It is some of the shadows that I used on Christmas Day if you guys saw my vlog. And it is pretty much shadows that I use on a day-to-day basis. Those ones are my life. Never been disappointed from a palette that I've got from Juvia's Place, and I doubt I will. They are just banging the eyeshadow palette game at the moment and I recommend them a lot and I talk about them a lot, and they're just a brand that I think at the moment are just excelling, doing well for themselves, and I'm enjoying watching them grow because it means more products, which means I'm going to keep buying. But yeah, that is it. Oh my god. Oh, and one last thing. I just want to mention him. This is my Morphe, what do they call them now? A beauty sponge, I think? I love this. I use it every single day. I haven't touched another blender that's come close to the way I feel about that in ever, because there's just nothing like it. I have about 5 and I'm obsessed. They're all dirty, so I'm not going to show you any more of them, but I love it. I just feel like there's just nothing that can compare to that sponge. I don't care. I've got beauty blenders, I've got Real Techniques blenders, I've got the Fenty blender. Nothing comes close to that at all. That is my yearly favourites. I could have gone into more with like pigments and everything, but I just thought that like if I'd had a smaller collection, or if someone said only pick out your favourites that you could ever live with for the rest of your life, these would be them because they just hit the spot and they make me feel very happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know what you guys' favourites are as well. You know I love to shop and I love to try things, and I love a bit of controversialness. And I love a little bit of like what you guys love, and I'm like, I don't like Stay-Up, and like hearing why you guys like it or something. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Have an amazing 2019. I am so excited to see what happens this year for myself, for my channel, for everything that's going on. And yeah, thanks again for making 2018 an amazing year YouTube wise, and I'm so thankful that I get to do this and that you guys watch me and enjoy me. So yeah, I hope to see you guys as 2019 unfolds. Bye.